happy holidays, everybody. Real quick before we start, I have a challenge for you, YouTube. If you can get this channel to 100 subs before January 30th, I'll go off-season and do a Let's Play of the Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay, that's it. Back to the video. Aloha and welcome back, buddies. I'm Sammy Grayson, and it's time for more Dawntrail. So, with the information available up to now, I've kind of figured out what's going on, and it's not good. Alright, so to start with, this area has been more or less transported 30 years into the future, where everyone's consciousness has been linked to the cloud. Which I can guess what that is. It's kind of like a massive storage thing for everyone's memories and data and whatnot. And when someone dies, people's memories of that person go to that. And presumably those memories are used to make AI of a person, which are then transported into mechanical soldiers, or as we saw at the end of last episode, other AI, like robots and such. Which means on top of Wuklamot now having 2 dead parents, Aaronville also now has a dead mother. Oh, how is this gonna get so much worse? We're still only at 97. Let's hear what she has to say. So yeah, Zeral's not the only fucked up one here. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. Or I could be wrong. We're members of a resistance organization. Oblivion, we call ourselves. And our goal is to thwart Zeral's ambitions for conquest. Ah, common goal then. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. Oh, thank God. Although, one thing I forgot to mention, they also use souls to either extend their life, or, as I said before, power their mechanical soldiers. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. The truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of 2 worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Except that didn't exactly happen. And does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology. And that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. Also has a tracking thing, probably. Be very easy to do with something like that, I imagine. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have 2 primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? I mean, people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as an accident. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls is a common resource in payment for services rendered. The voids and practice of consuming others for the ether comes to mind. And similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Won't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. Regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Yeah, about these soul cells, could you expand on that a little bit, please? You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities. Free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. This is why people are happy here? On the surface, it's similar to the Yokhui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. It comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so the nation could endure. My understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Tarali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sveen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must die someday. That is the natural order of things. Blech. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it'd be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I believe we have, actually. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. So where are we going? Outside. All right, cool. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. Ugh. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of the hunters. Sorry. Guessing we go around this way. East Yasulani. Hello. Kakua, what are you doing here with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. So Fiend's crown is a regulator. Got it. Might be important later. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Dangerous side, there isn't really much to see. Kakua said you are a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The lightning place's mechanical soldiers are weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? These facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. Special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Could you elaborate on that a little more? Brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course. In which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? Lots of ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby. There's a chance I'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Oh boy, here I go killing monsters again. Aaronville gets to stay behind with Mommy Dearest. I'm sorry, but you'd think that, like, priority number one, lightning energy being as prevalent as it seems to be with the civilization, would be to, you know, shock-proof these guys. Charge Bolt Hand. And boop. Anything else? Alright, cool. Any others? Alright, cool. Alright. Survey. That might be the thing worthy of demonstration she was talking about. This one will do nicely. Ah, she's a pugilist. I've faced worse, just watch. And boom, like nothing happened. Like, embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. Told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Just like Zoralja. Come on, let's get out of here. It's also a function of the regulator? Looks like it. I think I understand now how Zoralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. But I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. Reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of peoples and those of beasts. Souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work in much the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Streka. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you become more beast than man. Like we saw at Vanguard. Changing one's form through the soul of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. So here's the thought. If they're pulling souls away from the ethereal sea, it reminds me a lot of Seven and how materia is bits and bobs from how Mako is derived from the life stream, and how like materia is bits and bobs of that. So basically we're loading everyone up with tons of revival materia. Wouldn't that fuck things up a bit? for these people? Well, we all have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what powers Zoralja has at his disposal. It's one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliola's concern. With his newfound power, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Cutscene. The worth of a soul. Let me move it on. Still 97. Although this one has question marks, so now might be a good time to end the episode. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe with the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.